Hi folks, Leigh Farnell here. Look, I've just come back from down the city, and in fact I walked from my client office. I thought I'll get the train back. I got the Uber down and got a train back. But that's not the point. I was walking past a media organisation. In fact, I call it the Sunday Times, which has just been taken over by Channel 7, 7 West Media, and I heard these two people talking about the restructure that's going on. Because of the merger, of course, people are losing their jobs. Now, it could be the Sunday Times, could be anywhere, but employees all around the world right now are undergoing that kind of threat. Merging, industries being disrupted, people losing their jobs. She's saying, so Mary's waiting on what's going to happen with this restructure because she's hoping there'll be a job for her after the dust settles. The dust is going to settle because in organisations, dust is created and then dust settles. And you hope somehow when the musical chairs stop, there's a chair for you. And I sat there and went, you poor, poor thing, that you are at the effect of someone else's decision. The reason I felt that way is because years ago my father was a motor mechanic, worked for the one garage for 21 years. When they found out that he had myotonic dystrophia and it was going to take about 6 or 10 weeks at least to recover from a broken ankle, they sacked him. So I didn't realise at the time, but that had a massive impact on me as a kid, as an 11-year-old, to see that my dad, he loved his job, he put his heart and soul into it, he loved the people there, he loved fixing cars, he was someone in the community, he was an A-grade motor mechanic. At someone's behest, you're gone, mate. Broke his heart. So there I was listening to these people today, hoping that at someone else's behest, they might, when the dust settles, have a musical chair that's for them. Well, let me say, I think you need to realise that no one's going to look after you, that you have to have the skills to look after yourself, that you create your own opportunity, that you create your own job. No, you create your own business. In fact, on Q&A the other night, someone suggested, well, don't look for a job, go set up a business. And the lefties at the Q&A, oh, you go, that's just lack of sympathy, oh, yeah, that's typical of an entrepreneur, go and, set up your, you know what? That should be the goal. Look after yourself. Sure, there needs to be a safety net for those that absolutely can't look after themselves, but there is some truth to the element, that to the point that the more we look after people, the more they become dependent, as distinct from independent. And I don't mean independent, we're a bunch of Lone Rangers only interested in ourselves, but the whole point of being able to stand on your own 2 feet. So that's what was sparked in my head today around the importance of training people in entrepreneurial skills, in being independent, being able to go, well, if that's not going to work, I've already got 3 other options. I've got 3 other options in my lead generation funnel. But those people who are dependent on a boss or a manager deciding that you've got a job or no you don't, you are at the effect of, and there's a principle that Robert Kiyosaki taught me, when you're in high need, you have low power. When you have low need, you have high power. When you can create your own opportunities, when you have your lead generation funnel full, when you have your opportunity funnel full, you are in low need and high power. And that's when you can negotiate from the best possible position. So to those people, to those journalists or people in the media that are hoping the dust is going to settle, guess what? 1, the dust is not going to settle. And 2, you're going to need to be able to look after yourself. Get on with it. See you soon.